you to our World Championship pay-per-view action. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, with a much-anticipated World Championship on the line tonight. 12 rounds of middleweight action between these two great warriors. Marvin Hagler's got his eye on the prize. Look at that focus and determination during his ring walk. Carlson's unpredictability belies his ring walk focus. He is ready for action.
Fighting out of the leg corner, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Magic Man Carlson. All right, gentlemen, protect yourself at all times. Let's touch him up.
36 minutes still ahead of him here, round 1 of 12. Teddy, when a southpaw faces an orthodox fighter, he has some natural advantages. But one of them just comes from the fight that the righty doesn't see a lot of lefties, right?
Well, that's exactly right. He doesn't have much time to practice against the southpaw, so it doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel comfortable. Before you know it, you're not doing things that you should be doing.
Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. Very clean offense from defense by Hagler. Rushing uppercut by Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Come on, side to side.
Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Carlson's back in his corner now, probably reflecting on what was a very solid round. Now, he didn't overwhelm his guy with a quantity of punches, but he was so effective with what he did put forth.
Yeah, you're right. You know, a lot of times people think that the muscles that count the most in any sport, and especially in this sport, such a difficult sport, is, you know, the biceps, the physical things that you see, you know, the chest, the back. You know, this guy's got the strong muscle up top, you know, over his shoulders, in between his shoulders, his brain. And that's why he's picking the spot so well. That muscle is serving him to win this fight right now.
Good block by Magic Man. Through your career, Teddy, you have trained fighters who have different physical makeups, different mental makeups, but many of them have gone on to win world titles. What is the one common trait they all have with their approach to training?
Well, they might not have it at the beginning, but they develop it as they go on. And it's two things. One is to separate the truths from the lies, to understand what they have control over, which is everything. Sometimes early on they think their opponent has control over those things, but they always have the choice to make a decision and be able to deal with something or not. And the other thing is to not allow pressure to distort time, where they think a moment, a difficult moment, is going to go on forever. It's only a couple seconds. And if they get past those couple seconds, they're going to be okay.
Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. We come to the end of the round. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. And looking up at these corners, you can see the cut man obviously getting to work as they do after every round. What makes a great cut man?
Well, he's got to have the right medicines, the right coagulants to stop that. Usually Avitine, thrombin, adrenaline. But the most important thing, Joe, is he has to be calm. He has to be able to identify where that cut is. Maybe there's more than one cut. So you got to be calm enough to see the whole picture, the whole landscape, clean it off, put pressure on it, get that medicine in there, keep your fighter from getting excited. And then you need a fighter who's going to get on his wheels a little bit, give the medicine a chance to work.
He dismisses his opponent's headshot. Doubling up the jab by Magic Man. Carlson's mark is impressive. He comes in undefeated. Hagler starting to bleed from the nose. Carlson's been stunned.
Punch it out, guys.
Well-placed counter punch by Hagler. Ten seconds remaining in this round. Carlson's got a cut from that last round, so his cornermen are going to need to get to work.
Jab your way, okay? Whatever you do, so that's jab.
Here we go with the fourth round. Carlson's corner is probably wondering what effect the last round's going to have as we start this round. Remember, he was stunned in that last round.
Yeah, he was stunned. He's got to behave like a pro, like a real fighter now. He's got to be able to have a short memory, put that aside, and go out there now and pick up the same way as he had in his mind when he came to this arena. That he's going to be the boss. He's going to be the one leaving here with a W.
Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Carlson's jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it. He's gotten it. He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. .90 seconds to go here in this round. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Hagler's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Carlson's really working well. That last round, he was accurate. Look at the punch numbers.
You only give me one.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Oh, and there you go. What a shot. Big hook comes in. Carlson showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous, but how hungry these guys are, how badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy, how they're going to be remembered.
And a sharp counterpunch by Hagler. Committing upstairs now, he goes there again. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Final 10 seconds of this fifth round. Carlson's coasting his way towards a victory here. That round comes to an end, and yet another round that you got to mark down on your scorecard for him.
Yeah, the only way he loses now is if he's a glutton. You know those guys, you've seen them, Joe, they're on our crew. They stay at the table too long. They don't know when to push away from the table, you know? Well, he's got to push away from the table right now. If he does that, hey, this is in the bank.
Hagler blocks it. Just knifing up with that uppercut by Marvelous Marvin Hagler. A sharp hook to the head by Magic Man. His cheek has been split wide open. He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. Hagler's able to avoid that punch. Carlson staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly because he is up on the scorecards, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before. Deep waters. And he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Oh! He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. There's another left hand from him. Protecting his head well with his guard. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. What about his opponent in a spot like this? I mean, here you got to your guy earlier, you did some damage, but now he's fighting with such a defensive style, it can be frustrating.
Yeah, it can be, but you have to make the adjustment. You're going to deal with styles like this. This is part of your education, part of your development to go up that boxing ladder. Now you have to find a way to get to him while he's being defensive. Still use your jab, you know, close that gap, put your punches together more, and start banging that body a little bit extra.
Keep moving.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Big headshot puts him down. Somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Teddy, what does he need to do right here? He has no balance. His legs aren't underneath him.
Well, you know he can't move because he's going to fall on his own or the referee's going to stop it. So believe it or not, he's either got to grab or he's got to stand on the rope, stay right in front of the guy and move his head to make a miss. He can't use his legs.
And count down the final moments of this round. Carlson's in control now, scores a knockdown in the last round. Teddy, you think he's going to go after it here when this next round starts?
Well, I'll tell you, Joe, he should. I think he should because that's what the networks are looking for. They're looking to bring back guys that are exciting. There's no better way to ensure that they're going to bring you back than scoring a knockout. He has an opportunity.
Yeah, opportunity to advance his career. And a good counter by Magic Man. Oh boy, look at this. Right from the get-go, they go after one another.
They remind me of my 15-year-old son going to the dinner table.
Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. Carlson's doing good damage with the combination punching.
Well, right there's a good example of the benefit of combination punching. You miss the first or the second, the third and the fourth, they land.
Come on, side to side.
What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. Carlson's doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Holy cow! Carlson's banged up by a left hand. Carlson's in control here. You can just look at this fight for 10 seconds and you've seen everything you need to see because there hasn't been a moment where it hasn't been his fight.
Yeah, you know, you talk about those sins. A lot of times people say there's 7 virtues, there's 7 sins out there. One of the sins that you hear about is greed. That's the only thing that can beat him right now, is if he gets greedy.
Nice block. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Punches and bunches. It worked out well there with that combo.
Yeah, you know, the early punches set up the late punches.
He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again. Carlson's gonna have his hand raised by way of KO. The 10 count reached his opponent out. He's the victor.
And still champion of the world, Magic Man Carlson.
Carlson's now celebrating a win and, of course, enjoying still holding on to that belt.
Well, he told us before the fight, Joe, that he envisioned himself keeping that belt. Well, he made that come true.